I decided to volunteer for the United Way because I've been a donor for about 14 years and I never got to really see where my money was going. With this program and the Community Investment Panel, I get to actually go participate, visit sites, and make a decision of where my money and all of the money in our community is going to make the biggest impact.
There are so many needy people in Escambia County in the United Way's district. And I think that's one of the things that I learned the most about going through this process with United Way, about the needs of our community.
I hadn't really been very aware of United Way's specific goals in implementing change. I knew their specific focus areas of education, financial stability, and health, but I didn't really know exactly how they achieve those goals. So it was really interesting to see all the programs.
My favorite moment in the whole process was visiting the Epilepsy Foundation.
Every year that I'm on the panel, it's amazing to see that there's a new person that comes on that is like, wow, this is our community, and I had no idea.
It's not that I was unaware of epilepsy, but I had no idea how deeply it affected our community. So just seeing the numbers of how many people are affected and how little help that is available, that's what struck a chord with me.
My favorite part of the process was really the deliberations, getting to come together as the health, education, and financial stability panels and see how it all kind of came together in the end to make the final decisions of where the community is going to invest the money.
We reviewed the grant applications, so we looked at all sorts of things, the program-specific goals, their mission, their previous financial statements, and basically how they've been able to leverage funds in the past and what they were hoping to accomplish.
So going on these site visits, you see actually what they have in place and can they achieve the goals that they've prescribed? Did they achieve the goals in the past? How do we look to the future?
But it came down to each panelist really knowing what program would be able to use the money to its fullest potential within our community to make the biggest impact. That's what it really came down to.
Are they really going to be able to maximize their results and get the most out of our money?
Every dollar has to be accounted for. Every I has to be dotted.
Donations to the United Way make a big difference, so much more so than donating to an organization that might not be as vetted as the organizations that the United Way provides funds to.
The checks and balances that United Way puts in place, I think, is the most unrecognized thing in this community.
I personally, even though I work for a nonprofit, my money when I give to United Way goes into a generic pot.
You can't just keep giving. You have to have a process in place that puts checks and balances on the money that you're giving out.
And I like knowing that if I give locally, if I give $1, that there is a program that can turn that $1 into $10. That I can trust a committee that is going to the best of their ability, have that same common goal, that we're going to get our money's worth in our community.
When I go out and talk to people, that I can speak to that as far as that their money, their investment is a sound investment.
One of my favorite facilities was Favor House because they're both able to house the women there to keep them safe from their abusers and also train them through financial literacy training to help them prevent situations in the future.
But when I run into those people, or I know that I'm looking in the face of someone that I may have changed their life.
My favorite panel visit that we had was the Kugelman Counseling Center, and just seeing the kids there and how happy they were to see us and thanking us for our donations because they know that through the United Way it makes their lives better. And just seeing that the community is better because of the United Way really warms your heart.